All right, here's part number 3 in our video series, our blogs that we're doing. First one was on Wednesday night, second one was on Friday nights, and this one is on youth ministry as a whole. This is for all of our youth ministry sponsors, regardless of where you help out. Just to give you an idea, some new initiatives, some old initiatives, things of that nature. First of all, let me say this. A couple of years ago, we talked about what was a new initiative then was to love them like they are rarely loved in their lives. Like, unlike their teachers love them, unlike their coaches love them, their employers love them. For some of them, unlike their parents may even love them, we want to love them like Christ loves them, and that is uncommon in today's world. In a way such that when they reach difficult times in their lives, they'll remember there was something special about what they received at the Grace Church Youth Group, and they'll want to come back for it again. We've seen that's been working. We want to carry on with that. We want to pick it up with renewed enthusiasm. So please help me with that regard. Let's work to get rid of the sarcastic humor, the homosexual humor that sometimes has creeped in the past. We've talked about that. We've done well at that. We need to stop our kids from it as well. That's really, honestly, we know it's just kind of garbage. And we have had homosexual kids come and go through our group, and we know we'll have plenty more come and go as well as kids struggle to identify really what their preferences are, especially in light of current society stuff. If they come and they hear us making jokes about who they think they are, they don't feel very loved. It goes against what we said we want to accomplish, so let's put it to rest. Next thing, you might have heard me talk about a desire to see an increase in numbers this year. And you probably, if you have, you've heard me also say it's not just for numbers' sake. It's because we believe in our message. We want to see kids come to know Christ as their Savior. So with that, as we see them increase their numbers, I really want us to work hard on this. I rely on you and me in order to get this done. We rely on our core kids as well to work on this. We need to share the gospel. We need to be, as we meet kids, as we get to know who they are and they get to know who we are, we need to be walking them through and asking them where they're at in their relationship with God, where they're at in their faith, and do they have a saving faith, and do they know what that means, and are they understanding what it means to live a whole new life, live it for Christ. So please, every opportunity we get, we're going to work on that. I would love this to see this be a year for the record books in terms of just seeing a ton of kids come to know Christ as their Savior for the first time. So help me in that regard. Some new initiatives. We're trying to be more organized. So our schedule is on the live curriculum. You should all have a password so you can get on there. Please go check it often. For parents and students, the schedule is on the Grace Church website this year. We're kind of putting the old MTV website to rest. It went stale. I'm not the guy to run it. We don't seem to really have anybody who's the person to run that right now, I don't think. If you know somebody, that's fine. Maybe we'll give it another kick of the can. For now, we're going to go with just basic scheduling stuff. We have name tags. Be wearing your name tags all the time. Perhaps if we go off-site, we ditch them just because maybe they look kind of weird or something. But we'll treat that on a case-by-case basis. But most of the time, Wednesday nights, Friday nights, throw in your name tag. It helps identify who you are. It lets new kids know your name. It lets parents know who you are, all that kind of stuff. So they're important. Wear them. All registration, we want to make sure kids are on top of that. You see new kids show up, please ask them right away, hey, did you get registered yet? Have you been over there? Do they have your information? That'll help out a lot in that regard as well. So we want to be more organized. We want to see our numbers grow. We want to see a ton of kids come to know Christ, and we definitely want every kid who comes to us, whether they know Christ or not, to know that they are loved by this group and by the leadership. One other thing I almost forgot to mention, we are really going to work hard this year on seeing both MTV and the basic training groups kind of break down some of these cliquey walls that they've had. And so we want to really work on teamwork, on introducing them to each other. We have some kids who've been in our group for 4 years now who don't know the names of other kids who've been coming to our group for several years. And that's really pathetic. So we need to work on that. That's kind of come to my attention. Junior high, a lot of cliquiness in that group as well, and parents have brought it to my attention that some girls are not coming. It's in the girls and the guys. Some kids are not coming because they don't feel welcome there. and they just can't stand the snottiness and the cliquiness and all that kind of stuff that's happening. We're going to nip that stuff in the bud. It's really hard to grow a group when that kind of stuff is kind of undermining everything that's trying to be accomplished. So let's look after that stuff as well. I am really excited about the way that this year has the potential to go. Really excited about our ministry team again this year. It looks great again. And so please step forward with me into this year with lots of excitement and enthusiasm. If you need more communication, please let me know, and we'll make sure we fill you in on more details. But 2011, 2012 looks very exciting. So looking forward to going through that with you. That's it for now. I'll look forward to seeing you soon.